Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm sure some people have seen the premium box of Certified that's been out. I think some of the questions I have always have with these products, and by the way, we're just going to start open these things up, and we'll talk and rip at the same time here, but is kind of the main difference between the two. So let's look at the numbered cards at the back. So the one that you see in here, there's a lot that are numbered 10 to 1. And then we'll look at the back here, and then obviously you guys can treat. So these have a lot more that are numbered 125 to 1, which is kind of surprising because you think they would have a lot more of these. I know they're sold out on Target now. So the main thing is these are 150. These are what, 50 or 60. So basically, my always theory is if you bought 3 of these, would you get the same number of hits as a premium box and the type of hits that are in them? So that is the $1 million question. But of course, these you only get one autograph or memorabilia card. So I think that obviously we have to take into account is you're only getting one or the other with these. So let's get started. Let's see what we get in these. And is there going to be a big difference in the cards? So obviously a sharp looking card. I don't know why they took so long to bring these ones back. I guess that's my thing. Bam Adebayo. DeMar DeRozan. Donovan. Yeah, so you can kind of see they have almost the indentation of the other side of the card. So rookie to 299. Shaq. AJ Johnson. And Colin Sexton. We'll see how many vets we get, too. So we got some base, we got a red version, and we got our gold Klinghan to 299. So, you know what I just looked at? I don't know if we're going to have I'm going to have to grab a thing of top loaders over here. Oh, I look at it. If we already got one numbered out of the first part, and I know the premium, you're obviously going to get more, but they're $150. So this is why we got to see the value difference. Naz Reid, Jalen Brunson, Chris Middleton, Franchise Foundations, De'Aaron Fox. That's a cool looking card. So we get two monster rookies. Oh, that's interesting. So that's in the red. Isaiah Thomas. Kyle Filipowski. So we'll throw the rookies there. I don't know if this is Franchise Foundation, De'Aaron Fox. I don't know if that's a... So I want to set this one here. I don't know if that's a big... I have to grab the side of the box on that one. So one thing is there is an unlimited amount of hits, you could say. Chet. There's our auto, and it's a rookie. Jared McCain, rookie yearbook. So here I would expect 99% of the time we're going to get a mem card. Anthony Edwards, rock the rim. Liking that one. Chris Middleton, Kobe White, Charles Barkley. And typically this one I'll keep 2 per box since we're getting into the higher end stuff. I do like this rock the rim though. I don't know why they wouldn't have had one more of him dunking, if you're going to call it that. So we got the McCain, sharp looking card. So we got an auto and 1 numbered so far. Michael Porter. Porzingis, Trae Young. We cannot deny the sharpness of the cards. Another Anthony Edwards. So let's grab this other one. So one looks definitely more like a prism with the shine on it than the other one. Austin Reeves in the red. So we're getting a red per pack. And then a Jaden. So I don't know if I need to really keep the red separate. I'll divide the rookies out. Edwards is the base, but I'll put it here because it's kind of the insert part. Interesting. All right, let's keep her going. Jokic, Vliet, Dillingham, Portraits. See, I'm liking that Timberwolf one too. Nurkic, Devin Carter, rookie, Jero, and Walter. So those rookies I'm just going to set over there, except for the portrait, because that's not just the normal rookie. I know there's some sets where just the regular rookie is worth more, especially when you get to like Mosaic, to the debuts, stuff like that. But it's a cool card. Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't bring this back a long time ago. These are a sharp-looking card. So only one numbered. Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Smart, Lillard, Holmes, Dirk, and then another Dillingham, which I'm going to set up there. So I'm just going to set those to make it easy for now. And we'll put the red there. So that's pretty much what we got. So out of this, we have one numbered. Boy, that corner is dinged all crap on that one. So we have one numbered. We got an auto, and obviously a bunch of rookies. So again, the main thing that I always look at is when you open the second box, make sure I get all these rookies out. When we open up this second box, if we bought 3 of those and had essentially, and I will say you get 2 mems on the next, you're going to get 3 numbered on average, let's say. So the mega box, if you're hitting autos, I can see how that would definitely be, you know, not horrible value, I guess. I mean, for modern, but do they have like the RPAs? Yeah, so they have the new generations jerseys, platinums, rookie swap. Yeah, so they have a lot of those in there. So, all right. Let's start the premium off. Draymond Green, Zion, certified bucket. Well, that's not a bad rookie right now either. And Jalen Williams. So we got Dalton. I'm going to have to grab my other, just because the way the Lakers are playing, we're going to throw him in this. And then Wembanyama, the certified bucket. But again, it's hard to see which ones of these are more rare than others at this point because there's just so many different variations in these. So I'm not going to throw those up there because they're not numbered. So first pack, no numbered. Nothing special in there. Me. The Mighty. So then we must be just looking at getting an insert in every one of these things. Sure. Z Team. Miles Bridges. Mitchell. And Larry the Bird. Well, this is definitely a thicker one, so we definitely got that. I got to grab my top loaders. Good thing they weren't too far away. Karl Anthony Towns. Drew. We got Baller for our first. Dejounte Murray. It's really, I mean, I see one little stitch down there. Out of 49, though. Tatum in that red. Shepherd. And Turner. So the red on here is to 149. So finally got a numbered one. So when we do the reviews, we got to kind of leave the emotion out of it, right? It's kind of seeing what we get for numbered. Again, what the value is compared to the other box. I'm going to need a bigger for the Murray. All right. So there we go. There we got a couple numbered in that pack by itself. Grady, Brandon. Oh, a redemption? I didn't know they had redemptions in these. I will admit I did not. Oh, Bronny James in the die cut to 49. In the same pack as a redemption. Who would a redemption be? Some of you might already know. Sport. Oh, I'm glad to know it's basketball. Certified. Gold team signatures mirror red. 18 Russell Westbrook. You would, Russell. You would put in a redemption. That's funny. But this Bronny ain't too bad. But one little mark on that corner. Easy to see with that reflection. Which is kind of disappointing at this point with this box. So we got the redemption. And we got a die cut Bronny. Again, that one's to 49. A lot of low numbered already. And our auto, the redemption, Jimmy. Ron Holland. Sengun. Davis. Well, so far, aside from these corners not being perfect on the rounded, we've definitely hit a lot more numbered. Definitely no denying the amount of numbered cards. I don't know if I want to see the same die cuts, though, as we're going. Just going to throw that one in there. Gold team. We'll take a Wemby. Look at that. You can kind of see the imprint in there. That's kind of that's a cool way to do the card. Donovich to 149. That's kind of interesting that they have the throw those with the rookies. Jalen Johnson. I did get a couple of these boxes. I almost have to look at another one and doing just to see a comparison. But I want to do the mega box so everybody could really see, because I know that's been a question people have had is like, well, what about a mega box? Because that's the only other thing that's still in stock. That's a sharp card, though. That's a sharp card. Dejounte Murray, Sabonis, Trae Young, Shepard, and Carrington. I'll throw him with the rookies. I'm going to say, though, I'm a little disappointed in getting a redemption for the auto. D'Angelo Russell, and especially being Russell Westbrook. Anthony Edwards with that gold team. Cody Williams to 125. And David Robinson. Wow, this is crazy, though. Now, here's the thing we have to keep into consideration, I think, too. Is when it comes to the value of all these hits. So you can get all the numbered cards you want, but it'll be interesting to see what these cards actually keep selling for. Now, initially, the problem with eBay, I give zero trust to the comps on eBay, and I'll kind of give you the reason why. Again, these aren't great patches that on these ones. Like, not any associated game or event. This includes game which was worn by the member of the Atlanta. So this one says it was worn as a member. I mean, that doesn't say that he wore it. As a member of the Atlanta Hawks. I'm not sure which was worn, used by as a member of the Atlanta Hawks. Interesting, with the New Orleans jersey on there on the card. So maybe they just had it left over. So McCain and Barnes. So yeah, so if you get 10 numbered, but yet every numbered card is still only worth $5 or less, that doesn't make it any more valuable than anything else. So I think that's what I always try to tell people is, you know, we can't just look at how many hits we're getting. Hits, if they're really not hits, if you're getting 10 of them, I guess maybe. But if you're getting all that, and then in the end, those don't hold the value for the 150, then it still makes it harder too. Josh Hart, Victor, other Wemby, it's just a base though. Certified bucket, Jason Tatum. Looks like we have an orange coming too. Kuminga, Allen, Cooley. Tatum is to 99. And the Cooley to 75. Crazy. What do you guys think? Obviously, significant difference. You know, we didn't start off very hot when it comes to the pulls. But I'm going to recap both. So I'll recap both products. Obviously, I'm only keeping 2 out of each box. This is going to be a great lot, obviously, for somebody. I'm going to sleeve this one up too. But I don't know if I want to do that redemption because we'll have somebody sitting on the redemption forever. So in the Mega, we just got 4 of the reds. These are not numbered in the Mega. We did get Edwards, De'Aaron Fox, Rock the Rim Edwards, and then I put a couple of the rookies around there. And we did, obviously, we have all these rookies as well. But really, the main ones that were in this one was the Dillingham, McCain, Otto, and then the Klingon to 299. This box was easy for me. I'm going to keep the Otto and then the man, Dillingham. So those would be the 2 that I'm going to keep out of those. So I'll put those back there, take the rest of these down. So on this one, significantly different. So we did get a lot more rookies. We got a Z team. And again, not many. So we got Trey Young, certified bucket. Owen, the Victor, certified bucket. The Dalton Neck rookie. Yeah, so those are already a couple of cool cards. Then we got the Cooley to 75. The Tatum to 99. The Edwards gold team. The Cody Williams to 125. The Victor Wembanyama. The Bogdanovich to 140. This is going to be the craziest lot starting at 99 cents that could be out there. So we got the to 25. Sharp looking card. We got the Baller DeJounte Murray to 49. And then let's grab these ones. So we did get the redemption of Russell Westbrook. Sengun to 49. Bronny James to 49. And the Jason Tatum to 149. So All right, so I already kept my 2 out of the other box. I'm not keeping Connect. No offense. I got the 2 gold teams too. Fabric of the Game. I'm not going to hang on to that one. We're not going to do the Jason. We're not going to do that one. Not going to do... We got the Cody Williams rookie. We got Coolby. The Certified Bucket is a pretty cool card. To 99. So I'm going to keep the Bronny. You know, half because, I mean, I'm not the biggest Bronny fan overall, but I hate having anything, and I'll have to make sure I look at these. I don't want to have this ding corner on my eBay listing. I know not all the cards are in perfect condition. It's understandable. That's a pretty good one. So if I'm going to keep one, I'll keep that one. And then we have the Certified Buckets and the gold teams. Man, what a crazy lot. But if I had to choose, I want that, or I'm just going to do the redemption. I'm going to keep the Russell. You know, the other box I have of this one, I'll probably end up having to open and keep myself. So then I'll be able to keep some of these. But again, if I start keeping 2, 3, 4, 5, then all of a sudden I'm keeping way too many cards. So as you know, that's been the FAM agreement. So look at that. So that's the amount of hits in the premium. So I definitely, obviously, we'd say the premium were definitely worth the 150. Now, if they're reselling, let's say for 250, now you could buy, you know, 4 to 5 mega boxes. And so then if you're getting 5 numbered, I mean, it's still, that's a tough one. Again, what I would do, and here's my opinion. I don't like eBay because I think the comps are all inflated. If you have all these comps of these cards popping up and they're all best offers and none of them are best offers and they're just taken at full price, I would guarantee there's a huge majority of those that aren't real sales. And that's just my opinion. What I've seen when you check them, it's like, oh, conveniently these are all sold at full price, even though they're a best offer listing and there was no negotiation. That's just usually not the way the hobby works. So I would watch the auctions for a while and the card sales to see how they're selling before you jump on a box. Because again, you could probably get some of the cards. Now, if you get a good hit, obviously that's a different story. And so, but yeah, I mean, if we can still get these to pop up for 150 or get them to that 150, 200 on Target again, I would totally buy a bunch more of them because, again, for how many hits and kind of the fun stuff you're getting, it is definitely a cool product. Definitely cool. But I just hate paying any reseller any price for any product. Just my opinion. Just not a fan. So that's just me. So you guys have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see if I get that other premium box. Maybe we'll open that one up.